Hello, I am Astrid, the Maths Mentor, and today we are going to do the entire 2020 Mathematics Standards 2 HSC paper. This time I'm going to try putting all of the paper in the one video. You guys tell me whether you prefer each question in its own video or like this one where everything's just in the one video. Let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that this video will just be me doing the questions. I won't necessarily be explaining the concepts or theory behind anything. If you want anything explained at all, just post a comment or write me a message or the Facebook message on my Facebook page, and I might be able to make a video for you. Let's get started. Question 1. Which of the following could represent the graph of y is equal to x squared plus 1? Well, I know that y is equal to negative x squared is an upside down parabola, and there's only one of those. It's here. And the plus 1 means that the entire graph gets pushed up by 1, and that's what's happening here. So 1 is C. Again, I'd like to check. 1C. Very good. Question 2. What is 0.002073 expressed in standard form with two significant figures? Alright, let's figure out the two significant figures first. The two significant figures, well, this 0 won't tell us what number it is. This is not significant either because it's not telling us the information. Neither is this one. 0, 2, that's getting close, but that's only one significant figure. The next one, I'm going to round it to 1. Then expressed in standard form would mean that we have to have a number between 1 and 10, which in this case is 2.1. And we need to move the decimal place to the left, therefore it's a minus, 3 times to get to our number. Okay, if you put this in your calculator, you should get this. If you don't, it's not right. Therefore, I think it's 2D. Let's check it. 2D. 3. The distance between Bricktown and Koala Creek is 75 kilometers. Let's draw that. So we have Bricktown. A person travels from Bricktown to Koala Creek at the average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. How long does it take the person to complete the journey? It's just 75 divided by 50. 1.5 hours. 1 hour and 30 minutes. 3C. There we go. Done. 4. Joan invests $200. She earns an interest at 3% per annum, compounded monthly. What is the future value of Joan's investment after 1.5 years? Alright, let's write down the important details. $200, 3% per annum, but compounded monthly. What's the future after 1.5 years? Okay, let's go get the formula. Future value. There you go. Future value is equal to present value. 1 plus the rate, but the rate is not 3% because that's yearly. We need the percentage for monthly, per month, which is 3 divided by 12. Quarter. So that's 0.25% per month, which means that the rate is 0.0025 per month. So 1 plus the rate will be 1.0025 to the power of the number of months, which is 12 and 6, so that's 18. $209.19. Good. Okay, 4B. Yes. 5. A plant stem is measured to be 16 centimeters, correct to 1 decimal place. Oh, 16.0 centimeters. Okay. What is the percentage error in this measurement? The percentage error would be 0.05 centimeters. That's how much of an error they could make, and that out of 16 is 0.003125, which means it is 0.3125%. I think 5 is A. Ooh, yay! Question 6. Suppose y is -1 minus 2x. When the value of x increases by 5, the value of y increases by how much? When x increases by 5, y is equal to -1 minus 2x minus 10. -1 minus 2x is y. Therefore, you can say it's equal to y minus 10. Therefore, y decreases by 10. 6D. 6D. Okay. Cool. Oops. 7. Which histogram best represents a data set that is positively skewed? Oh, it's A or B. I always get this one mixed up. I think it's A because I believe positively skewed means it's like this. Oh, please be right. 7A. Am I doing 7? Yes! Yes, 7 is A. Ah! Yes! Okay, next. 8. John recently did a class test in each of 3 subjects. The class scores on each test were normally distributed. The table shows the subjects and John's scores as well as the mean and standard deviation of the class scores of each test. Okay, French, commerce, and music. That's his score, that's the average, that's the standard deviation. Relative to the rest of the class, which row of the table shows John's strongest subject and his weakest subject? Z score is equal to the mean, not the score, minus the average, all over the standard deviation. French is equal to 82 minus 70 all over 8. That is 12 over 8. 1.5. Then we have commerce, which is 80 minus 65 over 5. 3. Wow, that one's really good. And then music is equal to 74 minus 50 over 12. So his strongest is commerce and weakest is French. Commerce, French, A. 8A. Yes. 9. Team A and Team B have entered a chess competition. Team A and Team B have 3 members each. Each member of Team A must play each member of Team B once. Which of the following network diagram could represent the chess game to be played? Ooh. Well, it can't be A because each person is only playing with 2 other people, where they should be playing with 3 other people because there are 3 people from each team. So if I say this is a person from team A, this person's from team B, this person has to play with that person, and that person. This one has to play with that person, that person, that person. This one has to play with this person, and that person. And this one has to play with that one, and that one. Therefore, it's 9B. See, 9B. 10. A plumber charges a call-out fee of $90 as well as $2 per minute while working. Suppose the plumber works for T hours. Which equation expresses the amount of charge? Okay, the cost is $90 plus $2 for every minute. 2 times the amount of... Oh, minutes. Minutes. That's hours. That means it's 2 times 60, so it's 120. It's gotta be this one. 10D. Yeah. 11. An asset is depreciated using the declining balance method with a rate of depreciation of 8% per half year. The asset was bought for $10,000. What is the salvage value of the asset after 5 years? 10 grand, 5 years, at a rate of 8% per half a year. Declining balance method of depreciation. Salvage value is equal to the initial value. 1 minus the rate, which would be 8%. And there would be 10 times it would depreciate because it's half a year. Equals 4343.88. 11C. Yay! 12. For a set of bivariate data, Pearson's correlation coefficient is -1. So it's got to be these 2. Which graph could best represent this set of bivariate data? Correlation is -1. It's very strong. It's got to be D. Because to have a coefficient of -1, it's got to be a very, very strong relationship. Yeah, I'm going to say 12D. Yeah. 13. When Jake stops drinking alcohol at 10:30 p.m., he has a blood alcohol content of 0.08375. The number of hours required for a person to reach 0 blood alcohol content after they stop consuming alcohol is given by this formula. At what time on the next day should Jake expect his BAC to be 0.05? Alright. Time equals... Okay, I think we need to use this twice. Five hours and 35 minutes. The time it will take from 0.05 to get to 0 3 hours and 20 minutes. So we take the difference, and that will be 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. And what's the time? 10:30. 2 hours would be 12:45 a.m. 13:08. Yay! 14. An annuity consists of 10 payments, each equal to $1,000. Each payment is made on 30th of June each year from 2021 through to 2030 inclusive. The rate of compound interest is 5% per annum. The present value of the annuity is calculated at 30th of June 2020. The future value of the annuity is calculated at 30th of June 2030. Without performing any calculations, which of the following statements is true? Oh my gosh, okay. The present value of it is calculated at 30th of June. Each payment. Okay. Alright. When this is calculated, it will be $1,000. Therefore, it has to be less than 10,000. It's got to be this one then. The future value would be the largest one. None of the others make sense. It's got to be 14A. Yeah. Cool. 15. The top of a rectangular table is divided into 8 equal sections as shown. A standard die with faces labeled 1 to 6 is rolled onto the table. The die is equally likely to land in any of the 8 sections of the table. If the die does not land entirely in one section of the table, it is rolled again. A score is calculated by multiplying the value shown on the top face of the die by the number shown in the section of the table where the die lands. What is the probability of getting a score of 6? Oh, holy moly. Okay. 1 can only times 6 to get 6. 2 can times 3. 3 can times 2. So you can only get a 6 here. You can only get 2, 3, and 2. 4, there's nothing that could make it. 6, 1. What's the chance that it will land in 1? It's 1 out of 8. What's the chance that it will be a 6? It's a 6. Plus, what's the chance that it'll land in a 2? 1/8. What's the chance that it'll be a 3? A 6. So it can happen 4 times actually. So instead of this, I could say times 4. So that's 148 times 4. 4 out of 48, which is 1 out of 12. 15B, a 12th. Yeah. Okay, that's all of the multiple choice. Let me have a stretch and I'll get into section 2. Alright, I'm back. Got my tea. And I'm ready. Question 16. Consider the triangles shown. A. Find the value of theta, correct to the nearest degree. Theta, its opposite, adjacent, that is tan. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Theta is equal to the inverse of tan. To the nearest degree, that would be 39 degrees, but the way you would write that would be 38, 39, 35, 31. 38, 39, 35, 31. Did I get that? Yep. And then to the nearest degree would be 39 degrees. Nearest degree. Like that. Let's check it first. Oops. 16, 39 degrees, nearest degree. B, find the value of x correct to 1 decimal place. There's two ways you can do this. Since it's a right angle triangle, we could just use Pythagoras theorem, or you can use that angle that we just found and use either sine or cos to find x. I'd rather use Pythagoras theorem. The reason is because that angle is a rounded number, and I'd rather not use a rounded number to find something else. I'd rather use an exact number like the 8 or the 10. So I'm going to do Pythagoras theorem, which will be x squared is equal to 8 squared plus 10 squared. 164. X is equal to square root of 164. .806 equals 12.8. What is this? No units? I'll say units. And then 1 decimal place. And does that sound right? 12.8. It's longer than 12. I mean, it was longer than 10, so looking good. Let's check it. Yep. Sweet. 12.8. 1 decimal place. They didn't put units there. A length always needs to have units. 17. 2 marks. Ayla wishes to estimate the number of trees on a square block of land measuring 1,000 by 1,000 meters. She counts the number of trees on a 5 by 5 meters section of the block and finds that there are 8 trees. Based on this, estimate the number of trees in the entire block of land. Okay. For 1,000 meters by 1,000 meters, she did a 5 by 5 meter block and found that there are 8 trees. Let me do my little artwork. There you go. How many other square blocks are there in the rest? How many can I do in this row only? 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. So there are 200 squares in this row, and you would need 200 rows as well. So that is how many, what would I call this, block? Equals 200 times 200. 40,000 blocks, and the number of trees would be 40,000 times 8, which is 320 trees. 320,000 trees in this block of land. There you go. Oh, what did it do here? 8 over 5 times 5. Oh, they got the area. I see. So they got 8 over this area, which is 5 times 5, equals to x over the entire area, which is 1,000 by 1,000. Okay, sure. That's another way you can do it. 18. 4 marks. Wow. The diagram represents a network with weighted edges. K? What does that mean? Draw a minimum spanning tree for this network in the space below and determine its length. I have no idea. What is this? Oh my goodness, what is this? Alright, I had a quick lookup of what it is. So a minimum spanning tree is just trying to connect all of the vertices together with the shortest possible distance. Okay, let's give this a shot. This is new for me, but it's exciting. I haven't encountered something new in a long time. A to B, well there's, okay, you can only do that then. Now B to C is 3, B to E is 3. But then going to D is 2. So I'm going to pick this path. B going to E, which is 3. Then to D, which is 2. And then, where do I go? Do I go F? How do I? If I go F, then I need to do C, G, H. If I go H, then I need to do G, F, C. Okay, let's just give it a shot. If I do C, then I have to go F, G, H. And that's 3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1 is 5, 7, 8. F, C, G, H is 2, 4, 9. That's already too many. D, H would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to go C then. That's 3. And then I'll go F. And then G. And then H. Am I doing this right? I have no idea what I'm doing. So that's 2, 3. Draw a minimum and determine its length. Minimum length is 5, 7, 10, 15. The length of the minimum spanning tree is 14. Oh, I didn't choose the shortest distance. Oh, you can branch off. Oh, you can branch off. Oh, so instead of this, you can go here. And that's a 2. So that decreased it by 1. So that 3 becomes a 2, and that's 14. Okay, well, not bad for a first try. Oh no, another one. The network is revised by adding another vertex K. Edges AK and CK have weighted 12 and 10 respectively. What is the length of the minimum spanning tree for this revised network? 1 mark. Okay, it's 1 mark, so it can't be too bad, right? Well, I don't want to add 12, so I want to add the 10. So I would go here. K, 10. So then the new length would be 24. Right? Yeah. Whew. Okay, got it. 19. A fence is to be built around the outside of a rectangular paddock. An internal fence is also to be built. The side lengths of the paddock are X and Y meters as shown in the diagram. A total of 900 meters of fencing is to be used, therefore 3x plus 2y is 900. The area A in square meters of the rectangular block is given by this. The graph is, oh my gosh, I can't read today. The graph in the equation is shown. A, if the area of the paddock is 30,000 meters squared, what is the largest possible values of x? 200. 200 meters. This is too simple. 30,000 square meters. What is the largest possible value of x? 200 meters. Yeah, okay. Why do they never put the units on there? There should be meters. Find the values of x and y so that the area of the paddock is as large as possible. As large as possible, which is, what is that? Oh, it's not even touching. Well, I know that I can't figure out that one because it's in the middle of the squares, but I can figure out this one, which is 150 meters for x. Find the values of x and y. Well, x is 150 meters. Let's use the equation 3x plus 2y equals 900. 3 times 150 plus 2y equals 900. 3 times 150 is 450. Plus 2y equals 900. 2y is equal to 450. Y is equal to 225 meters. Therefore x equals 150 meters and y is equal to 225 meters. See? Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. C. Using your values from part B, find the largest possible area. Okay, here we go. A is equal to 450x minus 1.5x squared. 450. We didn't even need the y. Ugh. We just needed the x. Oops, there's no point there. $450 times 150 minus 150 times 1.5 times 150 squared. 33. Does that sound right? Yeah. Okay, that looks right. 33,750 meters squared. Yay! Question 20. The table shows the income tax rates for the 2019-2020 financial year. For that financial year, Wally had a taxable income of $122,680. During the year, he paid $3,000 per month in pay-as-you-go tax. Calculate his tax refund, ignoring the medical levy. So his income is in this bracket. Let's find out how much he should be paying. He has to pay the $20,797 and then 30 cents for each dollar over 90,000. How much is he not over 90,000? 122,680 minus 90,000. That's $32,680. And he has to pay 37 cents for each dollar. 120916. That's how much he has to pay. Tax is 12091.6 plus 2797. 32888.6. That's how much Wally should pay in tax. How much did he actually pay? He paid $3,000 per month. So pay as you go is 3,000 times 12, which is $36,000. Therefore, he's paid too much, and he should get some tax back. Refund equals 36,000 minus 32,888.60. I'm trying to not go off screen, but I'm running out of space. 3111 40 cents. Now usually when you do tax, you pay in whole dollars, you don't have cents. So I'm not sure if it applies to HSC questions as it does in real life. It doesn't say correct to the nearest dollar, so I'm going to assume that they still want the cents in there. So I'm going to say the tax refund is $3,111.40. Let's see. Question 20. Yeah. Awesome. Question 21. The inflation rate over the year from January 2019 to 2020 was 2%. The cost of a school jumper was $112. Calculate. No. The cost of a school jumper in 2020 is $122. Calculate what it was last year with the 2% increase. So I see what they're trying to get us to do. January 2020, 102%. Price is $122. Therefore 1% is 1.196 ... Therefore 100% would be in dollar terms, that's $119.61. That's worth 2 marks, I think. Calculate the cost of jumper in 2019, assuming no changes due to inflation. It should be less than 122, which it is. I'm happy with that. Let's find out. 119.61. Very good. Question 22. Nisa has a credit card on which interest at 17% per annum compounded daily is charged on the amount owing. At the beginning of the month, Nisa owes $500 on her credit card. She makes no other purchases using the credit card, but 15 days later she repays $250, assuming the interest is charged for the 15 days. Calculate the amount owing on the credit card immediately after the $250 payment. Okay, let's write some stuff down. 17% per annum. What is that per day? Okay, I'm just gonna keep it as fraction. Lisa owes $500. 15 days, and then she repays $250. Okay, 15 days. Compound interest is this one. So we have future value. Let's just keep it as that. 500 present value plus 1 times 1 plus the rate to the power of the number of times that rate is applied, which is 15 times. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna do it all at once. How much she owes. That will be minus 250 by the end of that. $250.236. She still owes $250.24. That seems so little. Did I not put it to the power of 15? Oh, I knew there was something wrong. There's no way it's only so little. The bank would want more than that. Let me see what I've done. Yeah, I didn't put it to the power of 15. Ooh, to the power of 15 for 15 days. That's better. 253.553. 253.553 ... and that is $253.55. That looks better. Okay, let's check. 50 cents. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Why is it 50 cents? It is not 50 cents. What did I do? 500. 1 plus. Yeah. To the power of 15. Minus 250. Yeah. How is that 50 cents? Wait, does the question say? Calculating out. Let me try again. It is 17 divided by 360 divided by 100 plus 1 to the power of 15 times 500 minus 250. I don't know. I don't know why it's 50 cents when it's clearly 55 cents. If any of you can answer this for me, that would be much appreciated. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I think the answer is wrong, but I don't want to say that with complete certainty. But yeah, if you guys can correct me in this on how they can get $253.50, please let me know in the comments below. But I'm moving on. Question 23. In a tropical drink, the ratio of pineapple juice, mango juice, and orange juice is 15 to 9 to 4. How much orange juice is needed in the tropical drink if the tropical drink is to contain 3 liters of pineapple juice? 3 liters of pineapple juice. I'm going to convert it to milliliters because I want to work with a larger number. If this is 15 parts, then okay, I'm just gonna write it. 15 parts is 3,000 mil. Then 1 part is 2,000 mil, 2 liters. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Hold on a second. I put 30,000. 3,000 divided by 15. 200 mil. That's better. 200 mil. Therefore, 9 parts would be 1.8 liters. And then orange juice is the last one. 4 parts. Oh, I didn't have to find the 9 parts, but whatever. Is 800 mil. Therefore, we need 800 mils of orange juice. 23A. Yeah, 800 mils. Okay. B. The internal dimensions of a drink container is in the shape of a rectangular prism. To completely fill the container with tropical drink, how many liters of mango juice are required? Okay, well, we need to find the total volume of this first. So the volume is 35 by 20 by 40 centimeters. 28,000 cubic centimeter. How many milliliters is that? Well, 1 cubic centimeter is 1 mils. So this is actually 28,000 milliliters, which is 28 liters. 28 liters. Let me get rid of all of this. 28 liters has to be divided into how many parts? 15 plus 9 is 24, plus 4 is 28, 28 parts. Oh, well, that's convenient. So each part is 1 liter. So we need 9 liters of mango juice. 9 liters of mango juice? Yeah. Nice. Question 24. There are 2 tanks on a property, tank A and tank B. Initially, tank A holds 1,000 liters of water and tank B is empty. Tank A begins to lose water at a constant rate of 20 liters per minute. Ooh, that's a lot. The volume of water in tank A is modeled by that, where V is the volume in liters and T is the time in minutes. On the grid below, draw the graph of this model and label it as tank A. Alright, easy enough. Oh, going off screen again. I'll try not to do that. Starts off at 1,000 liters. V is equal to 1,000 minus 20t. This is a straight line. It's just straight line down. When V is 0, let's see, when V is 0, 1,000 minus 20t is 20t equals 1,000. T will equal to 50. So this will be, it'll hit 0 at 50 minutes. Okay. Oh, I should check that. 24A. Tank A. Yeah. So better label it. Tank A. B. Tank B remains empty until T15 when water is added to it at a constant rate of 30 liters per minute. Okay. By drawing a line on the grid on the previous page or otherwise, find the value of T when the 2 tanks contain the same volume of water. Okay, well, this one will start at, it'll be 0 until 15. Meow! Meow! Do you want to come in? Ooh. Say hi. Say hello. Say, I was making so much noise. I was making so much noise. Hey? You're making so much noise, hey? Alright, where were we? 30 liters every minute. So when it's 16, it'll be 30. Basically just every minute that goes past, put it up 30 liters. So 17 minutes will be at 60 liters, so on and so forth. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, how long does it take to completely fill it up? I'm going to assume that it holds the same amount I'm going to assume that tank B is the same size as tank A. It doesn't actually say, but I'm going to assume that it can only hold 1,000 liters as well. It will take 33 1/3 minutes to fill it up. So it will end at 33 1/3 minutes. I don't have the benefit of having graph paper to see where it intersects. So I'm going to do it by equation. The gradient would be 30. The graph would be moving to the right by 15. So that's y is equal to 30t, or v is equal to 30t minus 15, when x is like that. Let me just double check this. When volume is at 1000, I should get t is 33 1/3, but let's see. 1 by 30 plus 15 is equal to t. Oh, right. Actually, I was wrong. It should be 48 1/3. That's right, because it takes 33 1/3 minutes, but the first 15 minutes nothing was happening. So I had to add 15 on there. Ah, yeah. So this should finish at 48 1/3 minutes to get to 1000 meters. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Finding out a mistake is always good. Now, when are they at the same volume? That's when the volume is the same. So I'm going to call this volume B. When this is the same as volume A, which is 1000 minus 20t. If I was doing it on the graph paper and it's really clear where they cross, then I would have just used that number. But since I don't have graph paper, I don't know where this thing is, so I have to use equation. So this is, I'm going to turn it to black now. 30t minus 45. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. 450 equals 1000 minus 20t plus 20t would be 50t plus 450 would be 1450. T would equal to 29 minutes. So your graph should cross at 29 minutes. Okay, and C. Using the graphs drawn or otherwise, find the value of T, where T is greater than 0, when the total volume of water in the two tanks is 1000 liters. The total value of two tanks. Total value of two tanks, so that's 30t minus 450 plus 1000 minus 20t equals 1000. Okay, so that's 10t plus 550 equals 1000. 10t equals 450. Oh yeah, I could have just crossed those out. Never mind. T is equal to 45 minutes. Does that sound right? That can't be right. Did it go on for 45 minutes? Oh, it did, didn't it? It went on for 50 minutes. When did this get to 1000? This got to 1000 at 48 1/3 minutes, wasn't it? So 45 is possible. Okay, let's find out. 24C. Yeah, 29 minutes, we got that. 45 minutes. Nice. So if you draw a really, really good graph, like, I mean very, very good graph, where every point is where they're supposed to be, all you need to do is read it off the graph and pick a time where the addition of the two volume is 1,000 liters, which should be at 45 minutes. So I can do it here for you. Okay, so 45. So this is at 100 liters and that's at 900 liters. So that together is 1,000 liters at 45 minutes. Okay, question 25. A composite solid consists of a triangular prism which fits exactly on top of a cube, as shown. Find the surface area of the composite solid. Okay, this question isn't hard, it's just very long and tedious. Let's do the easy part first. Let's do the cube. The cube's only got 5 faces on the outside because the one face has a prism on it. So that's 8 by 8 times 5. The squares are 8 by 8 and there are 5 faces. So that's 64 times 5, which is 0, 2, 32, 320 square centimeters. Then the rectangles are 5 by 8 by 2, and that is 40 times 2, so that's 80 square centimeters. Then the triangles, now the height of the triangle is 3 because that's 11 centimeters minus 8, so that leaves 3 centimeters over there. So that's 3 times 8. I should divide it by 2 because it's a triangle, but since there are 2 of these triangles, I'm gonna have to times 2 anyway, so I'm not gonna divide it by 2 or times 2. So that's 24 square centimeters. So the total area is 320 plus 80 plus 24, so that's 424 square centimeters. Yay! Question 26. The preparation of a meal requires the completion of all 10 activities A to J. The network diagram shows the activities and their completion times in minutes. What is the minimum time needed to prepare the meal? I think I get it. Alright, to do A takes 14 minutes. To do B, it's 6, C is 8. Alright, to get to this point, it's 14 minutes. To get to this point, it has to be 8 plus 12, right? So that's 20 minutes to here. Then, oh, I don't get it. So this has to be done. And that has to be done. Hang on. 20 minutes so far. You have to do E, so that's plus 6. And then from here, if someone does E, and then someone does F while someone does G, so it'll be F, because you can't. If someone does that, they'll have to wait until F is ready and then H is ready. So then 10 minutes. And that's here. Now you need to do 8 minutes to get to there, so then this person can go ahead. Plus 8. But as this is being done, that can be finished already. And then while it's here, it needs 2 minutes to finish. 46 minutes. 46 minutes. Minimum time 46 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Again, this is the first time I've done something like this, but I think I'm getting it. Alright, let's just go to the next one. List the activities which make up the critical path for this network. The critical path? What does that even mean? C, D, E, F, H, I. C, D, E, F, H, I. Oh, is that just what you added from last question? Because I had to add C to D to E to F to H to I. Okay. Alright, well, is just all the things that you needed to add for the previous question. Okay, C. Complete the table below showing the earliest start time and float time for activities A and G. The earliest start time will be, for A is 0 minutes. Float time, C and D, that's 20 minutes, so it was floating for 6 minutes. So I'm going to say A starts at 0, floats for 6 minutes. G, the earliest start time G can occur is 20 minutes. Float time for G is, that's 6, and there's still 3 minutes left, so that's 7 minutes. 7 plus 8 is 15 minutes. I hope I'm doing this right. Let's find out. 0, 12 minutes of floating time. 20, okay, so I got G right. A, floating for 12 minutes, really? But why? Why is it floating for 12 minutes? That's not right. Oh, it's 6 plus the 6 here. Oops, yes, okay. Plus the 6 for the E before it can do anything. Alright, fair enough. Okay, 27. The shaded region on the diagram represents a garden. The scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 meters. Use 2 applications of the trapezoidal rule to calculate the approximate area of the garden. Fun, fun. Isn't this everyone's favorite question? Okay, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters, so that's 25 meters. The one in the middle is 4 centimeters, so that's 20 meters. And the last one is also 20 meters. This is going to just give us a rectangle, actually a square, never mind. The height is 20 meters each. Okay, area 1, I'll call this area 1, and that is 20 over 2, 25 plus 20. That's 10 times 45, that's 450 meters squared. Then for area 2, it's going to be 20 on 2, 20 plus 20, it's going to be 10 times 40, which will be 400 meters squared. Therefore, the total area is going to be 450 plus 400, that's 850 square meters. Approximately. Whoop, gotta put that little approximate. C, 850 square meters. Very good. B, should the answer to part A be more than, equal, or less than the actual area of the garden? Referring to the diagram below, briefly explain your answer. This will be actually more than what is actually there. The first area is actually like that. So it's finding out the area of here, which there is no garden. So it's actually more than what's there. Same with area number 2. It's finding this area, which has extra area as well. So that 850 square meters is more than what's actually there. Does that make sense? So you can put that in the words. I'm not good with words. I hate this type of questions where it asks you to explain your answer. I know it, but I'll leave it up to you how you want to explain it. Let's see how they wrote it. More than the actual area because the trapezia includes the area of the garden as well as some area not in the garden, i.e. the area bounded by the invisible side of each trapezium, and the curved part of the garden edge shown there. Yeah. Cool. Question 28, 4 marks. Wow. Consider the following data set. Suppose a new value is added. It is known that x is greater than 15. It is known that the difference between the means of the two data set is equal to 10 times the difference between the medians of the two. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, we need the mean or the average and also the median. The first mean is easy to find. 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 10 plus 15 all over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal to 40 over 5 is 8. Okay, the median is the middle number, which is 9. Everything is in order already, so we don't need to put it in order. That's good. Now the second one, the median is 9.5. I'll change color for the second one. So the second median is 9.5, which is the average between the 9 and the 10. And the mean is 40 plus x over 6. Okay, it is known that x is greater than 15. It is also known that the difference between the means of the two data set is equal to 10 times the difference between the medians. We know the difference of the medians is 0.5. What was it? Median 2 minus median 1. I'll call this median 2 and I'll call this median 1 is equal to 9.5 minus 9, which is 0.5. 10 times of this times 10. 10 times of the difference is 5. So it's equal to 5, the difference of these. I'm gonna say 40 plus x over 6 minus 8 is equal to 5. Times everything by 6. Should I have? Maybe I should have plus 8 first. There. Now times everything by 6. 6 times 13, what is that? 78. Minus 40. This is a plus. It's 38. That's greater than 15. 38. Let me just quickly check. 38 plus 15 plus 10 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1 divided by 6 is 13. 13 minus 8 is 5, which is 10 times. Yeah, I'm happy with that answer. Calculate the value of x. We have done that. I say it's 38. Yeah. Oh, okay, up to section 2. My hand is cramping like crazy, but I will go on because I just want to get this done. Okay, question 29. Jana owns a share portfolio. Details of her share portfolio at 30th of June 2020 are given in the table. Oh, what is this? Oh, she's got shares. Right. Jana received a total annual dividend of $149.52 from her share portfolio. Calculate the number of shares Jana has in company XYZ. 3 marks. let's find out how much she got from ABC first. Her dividend for ABC is 6% of $5.50 times 200. $66. That means for XYZ she got $83.52. That means 4% of $6 times whatever, however she's got, is equal to 83.52. X is equal to, divided by 6 divided by 0.04, 348 shares. Shares of XYZ. I don't know if that was worth 3 marks, but I guess it can have 1 mark, and then 1 mark. 348 shares in XYZ. Nice. Oh no, not another one. The network diagram shows a series of water channels and pond in a garden. The vertices represent 6 ponds. The edges represent the water channels which connect the ponds. The number of edges indicates the maximum capacity of the channels. What? Determine the maximum flow of the network. What is it even asking? Quickly Googled it. Alright, I think I'm confident enough to try this. So, if I was to find the maximum flow, I need to find the minimum cut from top to bottom. So that would be 350. That would be 350 as well. This is cutting through a lot. I'm trying to do this I can't avoid those 3. So far I've gotten this. So that one is 350. That one is 350. This one is 100, 300, 375. Then I could go all the way like that, can't I? Let's try doing this first. That's 250, 325, 425, 450. And then I can do this one, which will be 350, and then that one will be 350. Now to do some funky ones. Let's do that one. That's 3, 4, 450. Wow. 650. I can do this way, which will be 1, 2, 2, 5, 3, 50. I can do guess I can do that, but that's a lot. That's way high. And I can do that, which is 100, 275. That would be a lot as well. Okay, seems like we have the winner at 275. So the maximum flow of this network is 275, yeah? Yeah, okay. Cool, I think I'm getting the hang of this. B, a cut is added to the network as shown. Is the cut shown a minimum cut? Give a reason to your answer. Well, no, because the minimum cut was the maximum flow. The minimum cut is this one, which is 275. That one is not the minimum cut. I don't know how I can describe that. Let's see what they say. This is not equal to the value of the maximum flow, hence the cut is not a minimum cut. Yeah. Okay, cool. Question 31. Mr. Ali, Miss Brown, and a group of students were camping at the site located at P. Mr. Ali walked with some of the students on a bearing of 35 degrees for 7 kilometers to the location A. Let's start with P. On a bearing of 35 degrees to location A. Miss Brown with the rest of the students walked on a bearing of 100 degrees for 9 kilometers. Oh, that was 7 kilometers. For 9 kilometers to location B. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that there. Show that the angle APB is 65 degrees. Oh, that's easy. That's just 100 degrees minus 35 degrees, and that's 65 degrees. Cool. Let's check it. 100 minus 35, 65. Find the distance of AB. AB. That is going to be the cos rule. Better. 8.760 ... C. Find the distance of AB. It doesn't say to round it, so I'm going to round it to 2 decimal places. 8.76 kilometers, 2 decimal places. Let's see. So 8.76. Cool. Find the bearing of Miss Brown's group from Mr. Ali's group. Give your answer to the nearest degree. So we need to find this angle. We know that this one is 180 minus 35 through co-interior angles. 145. Okay, we can find this one here. I'm gonna change color. It's getting a little bit crowded. This one here, we can use the sine rule to find it. So that's sine theta over 9 is gonna equal sine 100 over 8.76. Sine theta is equal to sine 100 divided by 8.76 times 9. Okay, 1.011 dot dot dot. Beta is going to equal to shift sine answer. Ah, what happened? No. Oh, why is it more than 1? Oh, why is it more than 1? This is not good. Sine. Oh, 65. Right. 65 degrees. Okay, let's try it again. Sine 65 divided by 8.76 times 9. That's better. Okay, it can't be more than 1. 0.9311 dot dot dot. Beta is going to equal 63 degrees and 36 minutes and 46.55 seconds. 68 degrees and 30. Oh gosh. My brain right now. 46.55 seconds. And what does it want? To the nearest degree. That's 69 degrees. Actually, I am not going to round it here. That's just silly. Do not round it before the end. Now, the bearing is going to be 360 minus these two. $146 degrees, 23 minutes, and 13.45 seconds, which to the nearest degree is 146 degrees. See if that's right. 146 degrees. Cool. Alright. My energy and my brain power is just draining. This is why when you do a test, it's better to do it backwards. It's better to start from the last question, or maybe do a few of the multiple choice as a warm-up and then do the last question and the second, because if you do it in order like I've just done today, which is not how I usually do tests, by the end of it you get to the hardest question with the least brain power. It's just not ideal. You want to be at the end of the exam time to be doing all of the easy questions that doesn't require too much brain power. But I'm doing this in order for you guys. So let's keep going. 4 marks this question. The diagram shows a irregular decagon. The decagon has a center O. The perimeter has the shape is 80 centimeters, so that means it's 8 centimeters per side. By considering triangle OAB, calculate the area of the 10-sided shape. Give your answer in square centimeters correct to 1 decimal place. Okay. That would be 8 centimeters. The angle would be 36 degrees. It's 360 divided by 10. The other 2 angles I can find out as well. So OAB. Angle OAB will equal to angle OBA because it's an isosceles triangle, which equals to 180 degrees minus 36 degrees divided by 2. Isosceles triangle. $72 degrees. Okay, the area of a triangle. Area is half AB sine C. I need two sides. How do I get two sides? I have to use the sine rule first. Okay. Can't do this yet. I'll use the sine rule. I'll go x over sine 72 degrees is equal to 8 over sine 36 degrees. X is equal to 8 divided by sine 36 degrees times sine 72 degrees, 12.944 centimeters. Okay, now we can find the area of one triangle. So the area of the triangle is half AB sine C. Which angle do I want to use? AB sine C. Okay, half 12.944 squared times sine 36 degrees. So if that's A, that's B, then that's C, and this will be angle. I could have just used the letters corresponding to it. If that's A, then this is A, that's B, then this is B, this is C, and that's C. Okay. 0.5 times answer squared times sine 36. Does that sound right? 49 square centimeters? The sides are 13 centimeters long. Let me write it down. 49.2429. 8 times 10 is 80. Okay, yeah, that's about right. So the area of the decagon would be 49.2429 times 10, which will be 492.429 . What does it want? To one decimal place. So that is equal to, I'll write it over here, 492.4 square centimeters. Let's see if I got 4 marks, eh? 492.4 square centimeters. Nice. We're almost at the end. Almost there. Question 33. The graph shows the number of bacteria Y at time n minutes initially. When n is equal to 0, the number of bacteria is 1,000. Find the number of bacteria at 40 minutes. Well, it's clearly saying 4,000. It's only worth 1 mark, so I'm not even going to spend too much time on it. 40 minutes, 4,000 bacteria. Yeah. B. The number of bacteria can be modeled by the equation y equals a times b to the n, where a and b are constants. Use the guess and check method to find to 2 decimal places an upper and lower estimate of the value of b. The upper and lower estimates must differ by 0.01. Well, we know when n is 0, y is 1,000. So a must be 1,000, right? A is 1,000. Okay, so we know that when t is 40, y is 4,000. Okay, let's start checking. Take 1. 4,000 is equal to 1,000 times b to the, wait, what's n? Oh, n is 40 to the 40. Divided by 1,000, that's 4. 4 is equal to b to the power of 40. So something to the power of 40 is 4. What is that something? Let's see. 0.5 to the power of 40. Too small. Oh, it has to be more than 1, duh. It has to be more than 1. 1.5 to the power of 40? Ooh, too big. Okay. 1.1 to the power of 40? Still too big. 1.01 to the power of 40. Too small now. Okay. 1.03 to the power of 40. Almost. Cool. Okay, so we can say if b is equal to 1.03, 3.262, 3.262, if b is equal to 1.04 to the power of 40, 4.8. So the upper and lower estimate is 1.04 and 1.03. Upper estimate b is equal to 1.04. Lower estimate b is equal to 1.03. Yeah. 34. Tina inherits $60,000 and invests it in an account earning interest at a rate of 0.5% per month. Each month, immediately after the interest has been paid, Tina withdraws $800. The amount in the account immediately after the nth withdrawal can be determined by that, where n equals 1 to 3 and AO is 60,000. Use the recurrence relation to find the amount of money in the account immediately after the third withdrawal. Okay, easy enough. This is the amount immediately after the nth withdrawal. We want the amount immediately after the third withdrawal, therefore it's A3 is equal to A2 1.005 minus 800. Okay, we just have to start from A1. A1 is equal to 60,000 times 1.005 minus 800. That equals 59500. Then A2 is 59500 times 1.005 minus 800. 589975, 589950. And then on the third one is 58997.50 times 1.005 minus 800. $58492 dot 4875. Use the recurrence relation to find the amount of money in the account immediately after the third one. It is $58,492.49. Nice. B. Calculate the amount of interest earned in the first 3 months. Oh, I'm gonna write on top of this because I don't want to write it all out again. It's 60,000 times 0.005 plus 59,500 times 0.005 plus that one times 0.005. $892.49. Nice. Question 35. Exciting! It's almost done. 3 more questions. The intelligence quotient IQ scores for adults in CTA are normally distributed with a mean of 68 and a standard deviation of 10. The IQ scores for CTB, so that's A, has a mean of 112 and a standard deviation of 16. Yin is an adult who lives in CTA and has a high IQ score of 128. What percentage of adults in the city have higher IQ than her? A standard deviation of 10 means that the next Z score up is 118, and then the next one, 2 standard deviations higher, is 128. And she is exactly 128. Therefore, only these people have IQ scores higher than her. What percentage of adults is that? Okay. Now in here, they've given us that approximately 95% of scores have a Z score between -2 and 2. That is saying, let me put in the other dotted lines like that, between here and here. So that's -1, that's -2, that's 1, that's 2, is 95% of the population. Therefore, that means that this end and this end are both 5% added together to make up the other 5% of the population, which means over here is 2.5% and over here is 2.5%. Therefore, 2.5% of the people have a higher IQ than Yin. Yeah. There are 1 million adults living in CTB. Calculate the number of adults in CTB that would be expected to have an IQ score lower than Yin. CTB has a standard deviation of 16, which means the next one up will be 128. That's only 1 standard deviation higher. So we want to find everyone that's there. Within 1 standard deviation, it holds 68% of the population, which means that it is 34% on each part. And from here to there is 50%, because it's half of the population. And Yin is sitting over here, which means I have to add the 34%, which means it's 84% of the population has a lower IQ than Yin. Let's see, where am I? Oh, whoops, I didn't answer the question, did I? The question is, calculate the number of adults. Since 84% of the 1 million people have lower IQ than Yin, that's 840,000 people in CTB. that will have a lower IQ than Yin, 840,000. There you go. Question C. Simon, an adult who lives in city A, moves to city B. The Z-score corresponding to his IQ score in city A is the same as the Z-score in city B. By first forming an equation, calculate his IQ score, giving your answer to correct to 1 decimal place. So his Z-score is the same in both cities. Let's do Z-score in city A first. It'll be his score minus the mean over the standard deviation. And Z-score in B would be his score minus the mean over the standard deviation. And they're the same, so we can equate them. X minus 108 over 10 is equal to X minus 112 over 16. I'm gonna cross multiply 16x minus 108 times 16, 1728 equals 10x minus 1120. And minus 10, that's 6x, plus that much, can't do that in my head. It's 1728 minus 1120, 608. X equals 101 and a third, 101.3 repeater. Find his IQ score, give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. His IQ is 101.3. Done. Question 36, 5 marks. Oh my goodness. A cricket is an insect. It's also a sport. The male cricket produces a chirping sound. A scientist wants to explore the relationship between the temperature in degrees Celsius and the number of cricket chirps heard in a 15-second time interval. Once a day for 20 days, the scientist collects data. Based on the 20 data points, the scientist provides the information below, a box plot. The mean temperature in the dataset is 0.525 degrees Celsius below the median temperature in the dataset. A total of 684 chirps was counted when collecting the 20 data points. The scientist fits a least squared regression line using the data xy, where x is the temperature and y is the number of chirps in 15-second interval. The equation is below, where b is the slope. The least squared regression line passes through the mean x and the mean y. Okay. Yep. Calculate. Oh, it's just one question? Wow. Okay. Calculate the number of chirps expected in a 15-second interval when the temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number. We can't find that because we don't know what b is. We need to find b first, which means we need to know an x and a y. And we know that it passes through mean x and mean y. So what is the mean temperature and the mean chirps? The mean temperature is 0.525 degrees below the median temperature. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's do that first. Now the mean amount of chirps is 684 divided by 20. Then we can use that to find b. Y is equal to minus 10.6063 plus b times 21.475. b is going to equal 34.2 plus 10.6063 divided by 21.475. 2.08644, 2.08644. Oh, I should have just put my calculator here the entire time without having to memorize it every time I use it. Ugh, silly me. Now that we have B and we have the X, we can find the Y. Y is equal to minus 10.6063 plus B times 19. To the nearest whole number, that's 29 chirps per 15 seconds. Is this worth 5 points? Have I done enough for 5 points? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, but let's just check it. 29 chirps are expected. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how this is worth 5 points, but anywhoosie. Oh. Last question. Oh my goodness, we are here. Let's do this. Question 37. Wilma deposited a lump sum into a new bank account which earns 2% per annum compound interest. The present value interest factors for an annuity of $1 for various interest rates are provided below. Wilma was able to make the following withdrawals from this account: $1,000 at the end of each year for 20 years, starting 1 year after the account opens. Then $3,000 each year for 10 years starting on the 21st year after the account is open. Calculate the minimum lump sum Wilma must have deposited when she opened the new account. Alright, well let's do the 1,001 first for 20 years because that's the easier one. We are interested in 2% for 20 years, so 16.351. She would need to have $1,000 times 16.351, which is $16,351 lump sum. Right now, she puts it in the bank to earning 2% interest per annum to be able to take out $1,000 at the end of each year for 20 years. Then, for the $3,000 starting on the 21st year, that $3,000 would be sitting in the account for the first 10 years, just gaining interest. But if, let's say, she takes it out for 30 years, which is times 22.396, but she only takes it out in the last 10 years, so the 10 is 8983. No, what am I doing? No. This is for 30 years. We want it for 20 years, so we can find a difference to get 10 years. Let's get rid of that. We want the 20 years, which is 16.351. Then the 10 years will just be the difference, 67188 minus 49053. Therefore, she needs a total of 16351 plus 18135. She needs $34,486 lump sum for her to be able to do this. Last question. Did I get it? $34,486. Woohoo! We finished it. Congratulations for getting through that. I hope this has helped. Again, if you want anything explained or anything going into more detail and depth, let me know in the comments. I will make a video series where I will explain just one concept thoroughly, if you want me to. Until next time, study smart, not hard.